It's 69K, obviously on other exchanges. So that's done and dusted now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, again. 0.7%, man. Last night, it was so close. Today, hopefully, Bitcoin is going to clear that all-time high. I think it will, in my honest opinion. And if it doesn't, I will not stream again until Bitcoin gets above 69K. I'm just getting so frustrated with this thing. But before we continue, do you like today's attire? Remember, we always pull out the good stuff when Bitcoin's about to pull some flavor. This has been endorsed by Call of Duty. When they, if you remember Call of Duty back in the day, the EXO suit. Yep, so you can see it see-through and what have you. Yep, so, we're moving up, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting recognized by them. And they thought they'd send out this wonderful shirt for all the new people passing through, wondering why on earth is there like this top kind of sort of see-through. Well, sorry to burst your bubble. It's just the shirt's green screen. Yeah. Anyways, what we got today, man? Bitcoin, so close to its all-time high. And there's nothing out there that's going to suggest a reason why Bitcoin cannot continue higher. Many people are just running for the shorts, building their shorts, and then hoping that Bitcoin is going to drop. I mean, looking at what we've got right now, it's the start of the new hour, and I'm starting to see a little bit of flavor happening already in the chart. It'll be very surprising if Bitcoin doesn't take its all-time high today. But like we said last night, the reason it hasn't taken it is because the bids, they're not done buying it. And when we've got these specific ranges with Bitcoin at certain points, we can only assume that when we're wanting it to take a specific level, the delay of them going higher into that level, but the reluctance of them actually going further away from it, kind of gives us the idea that there are players involved in this range that are effectively buying up Bitcoin, loading up with the intention to sell it later. So we're going to dive into the charts, understand exactly where we are. It's going to be a bit of a charty day today. I'm going to be talking about the holders as well, where you guys can be looking at for specific levels. We're going to have a look at some altcoins because apparently it's altcoin season, and meme coins, which are your next altcoins. I like that comment. We're going to dive in to see what's moving with those guys as well. So if you are new to the channel, welcome to Traders Reality. My name is Tino. Make sure you like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We smashed it yesterday with 2,000 likes. Mad love to you for that, guys. We've not really had that in the past before, other than when there was a bit of a robot coming into the live stream. I mean, we had 5,000 likes, and we only had like 1,500 people in the live. So, make sure we do that. And, of course, subscribe on the way out, and then hit the ding-a-ling. Let's get with the flavor, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, then. So, Mr. Cuban says goes for Bitcoin over gold all day, every day. Reason he's saying this is because he's just taken the standard concept of Bitcoin supply. There's 21 million. People are going to be holding on to Bitcoin. They are not going to be selling Bitcoin, and they are just going to see how long they can hold it for until they reach that wife-changing money. That's exactly what it is. The wife-changing money, all right? And he goes on to talk about the idea that Bitcoin is a store of value. Now, let's just look at it like this, okay? This is Bitcoin. Yesterday, 0.7% away from its all-time high. Wasn't interested. Stopping volume candle comes into play. Didn't want to do anything, but this is a good thing, and I'm going to be talking about this very shortly. Let's just go over and have a look at this beautiful thing called gold. Gold ended up coming up even higher. It's heading towards its all-time high, which is the 2,150 range itself. This is consistent with investors waiting for what is Powell going to say. All right, we've got the debt, the US debt, which is causing a bit of a problem for Congress. What are they going to be doing about it? Remember, the US dollar is effectively accumulating debt to the sum of $1 trillion every 100 days. Just keeps on going and going and going, and that's a problem. Now, in the stock market already, there's insight that there could be a hawkish statement coming out from Powell over the next couple of days. So he's talking on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, listen, this is the problem. Bitcoin will be limited to its movement as high as it... Well, let's look at it like this. As long as the interest rates are higher, okay, that means that the dollar is going to be attracting interest from investors overseas. So foreign investors will naturally come over to the dollar and say, okay, what can I do with $1 million? Well, I can go and lock it up in a 2-year yield and bank myself a good 4.7%. Let's go over to the yield market just for a second to help you guys understand a logic of how to approach your trading day or your investing day or whatever. Here we go. Right now, 4.15% on the 5-year, 4.5% on the 2-year, okay? So that is a high yield. On a $1 million investment in government bonds, you're picking up 4.5%. Now, the logic here is that if the 2-year ends up below 4%, okay, some economists have said that if it goes below 4%, that's a sweet spot for buying, okay? Sweet spot for buying stocks, all right? Because it can clearly demonstrate that investors are going into the bonds market and they're not interested in low risk, they're interested in higher risk, okay? So the yields aren't really pumping up, but the yields are relatively high right now, and we've still got the 10-year that is surpassing or below the 2-year, okay? So as long as that yield inversion is coming into play, then we know that investors aren't on the same page with the economy looking good in the near future. Remember, a hawkish statement by Powell itself will suggest that interest rates are going to be higher, which means that investors will be seeking the dollar, which means it's a little bit of a problem for Bitcoin to keep on climbing. Why? Because if people are favoring dollar, they're naturally going to want to transact on dollar. That means any holdings against the US dollar will be sold. That doesn't mean they're going to do the same thing for Bitcoin, but I'm saying this just so that you have an understanding of Bitcoin can only go up if people are buying it in dollars, okay? Because that's the denominator. It's paired against the US dollar, and that's the metric right there to establish value for Bitcoin. If dollar's going up, Bitcoin's going to struggle a little bit, and we've seen that in the past, okay? Now you can see that dollar dominance has been holding out inside of this range. It's quite interesting. It's holding out here. And Bitcoin it has been climbing, but it seems to be reluctant to move. I believe that if dollar does pull back, that will give Bitcoin even more momentum to climb higher. Given that Bitcoin is still not cleared that all-time high and how close we are to it, the longer they spend in this range, like I said in the description of this video, the longer they spend inside of a specific range and keep within that range and not go any further away from it to the downside, the logic says that they are preparing for a bigger move. Now, let's just imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got all these orders coming into play with Bitcoin. Where are we at? Let's go and have a look at the Coinank for a split second. Here we go. So this is where we are right now. So from last night's live, we were talking about the relationship of Bitcoin in and around the actual offers and the bids. We're looking at Ethereum. I'm going to show you what's going on with Ethereum right now. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at our trade first. Our trade on Ethereum's doing wonderful. We're doing all good right now. I set my stop last night, moved it all the way up towards, the 3,615. It's now gone towards 3,790, and we've got ourselves a nice return right now. 15,768 USDT on a 2,657% move, which was caught on the back of the block trade principle that I've been doing for quite some time now. So we started off with the block trade right here. We saw the movement. We loaded up again over here. And now if Ethereum can sustain this move to the upside, I am going to add to this position, but I really need to see. I've missed out adding to a position where I could have added here last night, but I've had to add to my margin because of these wild fees. $852, man. The original investment started off with a $400 trade on Ethereum, and I've scaled it. If it wasn't for the fees, this would have been around a 400 and with adding to the next position, it would have been an $800 trade. Okay, $800, and we're now clearing 15.5K. Hopefully that keeps on going to the upside. I'm looking for 4K, but if I do see a vigorous break lower beyond 3,700, I'm out. I'm happy with what I can get from that. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that for a few moments. Now, like I said to you all last night about Bitcoin with the offers and the bids. Okay, so just quickly go over into Bitcoin right now to understand where we are. Look, we are looking to see if they are really wanting to build more positions in Bitcoin. Look at the bids. They're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not including that. 7. We're seeing bids coming in 66, 70. And if you remember last night, we saw that 234 Bitcoin, which then ended up leading Bitcoin lower. Okay, which was right here. You see that 219, 200, where is it? 234. There's a player coming in again, loading up on Bitcoin. My logic says that for Bitcoin to break the all-time high, that would then confirm this stopping volume candle right here. Now, this is on the 128-minute chart. Let's just leave that for a second. Let's just go into the 1 hour time frame. Just understand where we are. The market hasn't opened just yet, and we're going to be having a look at a few metrics on Bitcoin to understand or justify what's actually going on. So for the guys that are watching this, we've got a block zone right here. This is a block. Now, what is a block to anybody new to the channel? A block itself is an area with the hybrid system that says that we are going to get an initial response when it breaks this price point or if it breaks this price point, okay? Now, the idea behind this is if price is going to break down, we want to see a red vector candle breaking this point, which would be 67,305. If we're going to see prices going up, we want to see a green vector candle breaking this point at 68,130, okay? That's the basis on the fundamental approach to using a block. So go and find yourself a vector candle on whatever asset it is, okay? And mark off the block. This is on the 1 hour time frame. The actual strategy serves for those who want to scalp from the 5-minute time frame. But you can still use the blocks on higher time frames, but you've just got to give it a bit more time. Why? Well, look at this. Bitcoin came from this block range right here. So if I were to run along inside of this zone, this is how you use the logic of the block. If I was to run along inside this area thinking that the 50 EMA was the test, I would be paying attention to the recovery of the red vector candle up here. That's important for me because I know that's an imbalance. I can see that imbalance even on the order flows, okay? So we go over to Bookmap for a second. Can I justify that imbalance? We just zoom out, wait for it a few seconds. Book is imbalance to limit plus 31%. That tells me limit buyers are coming into play. Look, the limit buyers, they are there. They are aggressively buying Bitcoin right now just before the market open. And of course, we've got news announcements coming out. Not really seeing the offers coming into play, which means that we could end up having a bidder's day today unless they decide to aggressively make the move back up again. So we just want to keep an eye out on that. But we go over to EXO Charts, have a look there, and we can see, look, Bitcoin got some bids coming in, and we look left, and we can see where the red vector candle range is. Where are we? Right there. Okay, so this whole thing here is Bitcoin recovering the red vector candle. If you look, you can see there's the red vector candle region where the imbalances are on the order flow. So that's where I'm naturally going to be targeting price towards. I'd be looking for that if price was here, and I'm looking to trade into that range. Now, when you break above the block inside of this zone, you're now getting information about the validity of whether this move right here is designed to send Bitcoin higher. Was this the point that they loaded up more orders on the bids to pick up Bitcoin? Well, let's just go and have a look at Bitcoin on the bids. Zoom in. What can we see? So they have been collecting longs, 6 million at 66,581. Going into this area, 66,700. We've had another 6 million. Down here, we got 16 million, right, as an initial order. But only 7.27 million has been transacted at 66,000, all right? So we can look at that and say to ourselves, all right, well, if they do actually start breaking down from this point, all right, and no bids are really coming into this area, I can only assume they're going to come back into this point right here at 66,000 because we're only, what, $1,500 or so away from it. That can be a valid move for Bitcoin. It can pull back again, fill the bids, and then sell off as they go up higher. Because we're looking at it and we can see there are offers, man. Look, 70,000, ladies and gentlemen, that is getting filled. I don't care what anybody says. Bitcoin is going to smack that order left, right, and center. But we've got to try and understand how long they're going to spend in this area before they take it. I'm giving that projection that they're going to hit the 70 because someone with 446 Bitcoin wanting to transact at that amount, someone's getting paid. That means the broker, the market maker, the liquidity provider who's engaging in that transaction, it could be anyone. But that is an order that someone is looking to get rid. Now, it could be part of a bigger order. It could just be one order. It could be just one dude who's like, I'm going to get rid of this Bitcoin today and I want to sell it at 70K. That's where that order's going. And this is what we've got to try and understand. If this whole zone right here is going to validate the idea that Bitcoin is getting ready to make a move to the upside, this is perfect for the holders to understand if they want to DCA in a moving market to the upside. These are your movements that you pay attention to. So when price is pulling back, you're saying to yourself, again, like what we spoke about last night in regards to the 20-20-40 zone, okay? 20% here, 20% here. This was your 40%, okay? And that was last night in the live. Not last night in the live, no. This was this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's your 40%. It's made the recovery back up. Close the 40% of the capital, bank it, keep it on the side so that you can see that happening or look forward to that happening again. And now you've got the 20-20-20-20 zone right there. They are all in money right now, and you're just sat back, just waiting to see how Bitcoin behaves inside of this zone, okay? Are we all on the same page, ladies and gentlemen? Are we good today? Nice. Nice comment. Nice. Here we go. Question. What is changing in mindsets of traders and market maker strategies in price discovery scenarios? What are main factors to follow in price discovery structures? Scenarios. Listen, there's things that you've got to take into consideration when I get this all the time. All right, this is Bitcoin for a second. We're just going to pay attention to this. All right, this is for my guys who are on the order flow game. Here we go. This is Bitcoin to your right. Here we go. Oh, we got some offers coming in. Come on, BTC, man. Give us that flavor, my friend. Otherwise, I'm done. I'm not streaming anymore. No, not interested. Can't even get above its all-time high. This waste of time. Store of value. Forgive me. I get this question asked to me all the time. When does the market maker make his money? Does he lose money? How wouldn't it not benefit the market maker to do this, to do this, to do this? Unless we are sat next to the market maker and he tells us this is what we're doing today. We've got a parent order right here of say 50 million. We need to distribute that over number of child orders. That's the term. Okay. Parent orders, child orders. And it's common in the stock market as well because they can't drop everything in one instance. It would cause huge imbalances and it would mess up the marketplace completely. So they have a parent order of 50 million and then they're going to distribute that 50 million into child orders. Okay. So they could do 10 orders of 5 or 50 orders of 1. It all depends. Okay. Now, market maker has several strategies, okay? His whole goal is to maintain delta neutral so that he can eliminate risk. They do take on risk, but they just have bigger pockets so they can absorb more of a drawdown. But like what's recently just happened in the crypto space with market maker providers in terms of liquidity, an example was with Ethereum. They were running for shorts on Ethereum at the 3,000 mark. Well, there were a lot of shorts that they had opened at that point, but prices seemed to continue to move higher and higher. So they are in essence negative gamma, which means that they need to buy spot Ethereum to offset the exposure that they've got on the shorts that they're building. Now, market maker can be in a short drawdown for as long as he wants until he decides that now's the time. So now he's been able to capitalize on the fact that Ethereum's going up. He's hedging himself in the spot market, and negative gamma is buying high, selling low. Okay, that's exactly what's going on because as price is going up, he's loading up on spot and selling it and selling it and selling it, which effectively is bringing him closer and closer to delta neutral. All right. Now, when market maker is in this instance at all-time highs, for example, it's just a classic case of who is buying and who is selling. So you go back into it and say to yourself, well, look, what we got here. Now, remember, this is for leverage traders as well. Okay. Leverage traders, when they open positions, we can see that above, where is it? Here we go. 70,110. There are margins up there. All right. That means when someone goes long on BTC, all right, for my guys who have been with me a long time, just bear with me on this one. This is retail trader. This is Binance. And this right here is market maker. This is how market maker conducts his business, right? So retail trader has $100 worth of longs. He wants to go in at 100x. That order gets pumped over to Binance. Binance has a negotiation with the market maker and says, here you go, I've got some clientele for you. I need your liquidity. Okay, so he pings that 100x, $100 order over to market maker. Market maker then pings it back within a split second. Binance gives you the order. You are a happy days trader with 100x long on Bitcoin. Now, the opposite of what has just happened here is your 100x long is market maker's short. Okay, because where are you going to get the liquidity from? It's not coming from Binance. It's coming from the liquidity provider. Now, because the liquidity provider is the house always wins in principle because look at this. Look at the liquidations. They took out all those long liquidations right there. Liquidity is coming at them left, right, and center. They will never run out of liquidity, but they do expose themselves to risk. Okay, there are a number of events that can happen in the markets that can really throw off the marketplace. Okay, so with that being said, once your position goes live and it goes up in value, you're effectively taking the liquidity of the market maker. So a $100 gain for you is a $100 loss for the market maker, right? Now, when you close off that position, you've taken market maker's money. Congratulations. That's why I'm always banging on about you paying yourselves, okay? Now, when it goes against you, right? That's your liquidity, and your liquidity comes in the form of a margin until it completely eats your margin and takes you out of the position, okay? So market maker's making money on your position and his own position and against all the other traders out there who are not paying themselves. And they've been holding on to Bitcoin longs and hoping that Bitcoin's going to move. They keep on loading up their margin, all right, and change up their liquidation points in hope that price can actually move away from it. That's what's going on up here. So at 70,261, we have got a number of longs that have been, a number of shorts that have been opened, and they want to go short. Their margins are up there. Their margins have been matched with long orders against the market maker, okay, or positions to sell, okay? So market maker buys your sell order, all right, positions himself so that he then runs his longs below, and then as price is going up, what happens? When you sell, he buys, okay? He buys it back, goes into a short, comes back down, closes his longs, okay? Closes his shorts, buys them back up, all right? Everything that you do is done opposite by market maker, all right? So when we do go into these all-time high scenarios, it's just a case of how many people keep on marking price. And if there is a reduction, and I don't think there will ever be a reduction in the amount of liquidity in regards to Bitcoin going to all-time highs, because someone will always have an opinion, okay? They will always say Bitcoin needs to go down, Bitcoin needs to go down, so they'll be running the shorts and they'll just keep on adding and adding and adding margins for England time, whatever, all right? Even if you go over to this chart right here, look at this, just to put things into perspective for you all. Has it made an all-time high yet? I invested in Eden. Give me a second, Dr. Pepper. Eden, is that a stock or stock or crypto? I'll check it out in a second, my friend. Harry Potter, mad love. We got some, we got celebrities in here today, ladies and gentlemen. We got Dr. Pepper and Harry Potter. Wicked. Look, here is an example what I'm talking about. And when you understand this, right, your job, ladies and gentlemen, isn't to care about how much money the market maker is making. Your job is to care about how much of it you're taking. It's a zero-sum game. All right. And you want to aim for the zero sum to be against you and market maker, no one else. All right. Look, up here, we've got $74,950. That's Bitcoin price. But there is $1.12 billion worth of short liquidations. So that could be 10x traders, 5x traders, okay, 2x traders, 3x. Those guys with that leverage, that's where their margins could be at. All right. So they believe that Bitcoin isn't going to go to 74. So we'll be shorting it from here. Leave it. They're just going to hope that price continues to drop. All right. But market maker has planted the order up there. So he now knows that he can build his longs and he can start marking price up towards that zone. All right. And he will attack that range to access that liquidity because he gave it before. He's going to make a ton of money on the back of it and make his way all the way up to that point and then hit the liquidations and rinse and repeat and come back down again, which is why you always end up seeing price doing this. You always see it going in this sort of fashion, up to come down, to mark up, to come down. It's always the case. And Bitcoin has been doing that, okay? So you can imagine all the guys that were running shorts on Bitcoin inside of this range, okay? They've been running shorts and they've been going up, sweeping them, coming down, sweep, coming down, gave them another reason to believe that Bitcoin was most definitely going to go down. And they gave them that reason with that stopping volume candle right there. That stopping volume candle seems to be the trigger to lead Bitcoin to significant areas, okay? Now, that trigger right there makes the shorts go in. And that trigger, of course, opens up the margins for all the shorts up here. Market maker's been building his longs inside this key notable area. All happens to be below the what? The 62,000 zone. So if you look at the 62,000, look at where every single vector candle you see triggers at the break of the 62,000. Look at the actual open. Open up there, 62,000, build me some longs. Can you see it? Right there, okay? Next candle, build me some longs below the 62,000. They came down, they marked up the open of the candle right there. What did they do? Marked it lower, came all the way back up above it. Violet vector candle breaks the open, okay, all the way up there. Open, came all the way down into the 62,000 zone, came even further below it, came all the way back up. Red vector candle, 62K, broke it, came down to only come back up again. 62,000. Look at that range. When you look at it like that, you then start to get a different feel for the charts. You can then sense, okay, they could be doing something. But look, they're building the longs below the key notable area, building the shorts above the key notable area. Look at how they're doing it all. What zone is that? That's above the key 62,500 region. So they build the shorts above that point and then they rip it back down again, build the longs below the key 62 and then rip it back up again. What do you think we're looking for over here? We're looking for that exact same behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So we'll get rid of all of this in the chart and mark off the ranges. What have we got? I said it to you to do it last night. 68,000 right there. Okay? Now we've got 67,000 right here. Here we are. 67,000. Market ain't open yet, guys. So this is our range, and we've got the midpoint, 67,500. So now we wait. So for anyone that is a holder of Bitcoin, we'll want to look at this and be like, okay then, when would I logically want to load up? If I believe that they're going to be marking prices higher, I mean, we're close to the all-time high, and it'll be a failure, like real emotional damage if Bitcoin can't get its all-time high. I would assume that this area here could be a good area for me to start loading up in terms of DCA. We've come down to the 50 EMA, and we've now rejected that quite aggressively, but that's on the hour time frame. So if I'm going to get involved in some DCA flavor for the next several hours or so, I've got to be mindful that Bitcoin is aggressively away from the daily 50 EMA. So it's quite aggressively away from the bigger time frame moving averages. And it's come back down towards this point right here, tested the range daily low, and instantly reversed away from it. Okay, so that tells me that there is interest in this area for buyers because the bids are coming into play. They fully recovered the green vector candle. If you remember last night, ladies and gentlemen, when I spoke to you about Bitcoin and those midpoints of the vector candles, where are they? Here we go. So you can see right there, you see those midpoints that we marked off last night on Bitcoin? Look at how they've come into play. Those midpoints that I drew off last night's live, talking to the gentleman about the midpoint of the vector candle, they reversed from those zones right there. Those were points where you could easily have taken longs from. And the art is just to go back in the charts and try and train your eyes to understand how price behaves around these vectors if you're taking the midpoint. That is if you take the Fibonacci of the candlestick to the top to the bottom of it and then mark that area as a midpoint and assume that price is going to do something at those points. If it's favorable to the upside, they will reverse from it. There's the first midpoint right there, and here's the second one, taking into consideration the actual wicks, okay? Look at that. You set your stop outside of the actual vector candle you're drawing from. Happy days. Yeah, I'm talking in hindsight, but I showed it you guys last night, and look how it played out. So please go and watch last night's live stream, okay? Now, Eden. I'm guessing that is a coin. Eden. Is this the coin, my friend? I'm trading towards $9. Let me just see if that's the case. No, it can't be. I'm trading towards 9. 3-month green vector. Is it a stock? I'm hoping it's a stock. Is it a stock? No. I need to know what one it is, bro. Tell me what one it is, my friend. Which one? Eden USDT. Is that it? That one. It's crypto. Happy days. Cool. All right, then. Okay, so you're trading towards 9. I'm trading towards 9 with this low market cap. Can I have your thoughts? To 9. All right, where was this? I understand why you're trading towards 9. Okay. All right, so this is it's not exactly experienced the greatest move, but I'll check that out very shortly. We're waiting for the market to open right now, which will be in 30 seconds or so, 20 seconds or so. All right, then. So it looks like there is a lot of accumulation, a lot of bids inside of this. Lots of bids, okay? Long, slow burner. But once you start seeing it get above 10 cents, I would pay close attention to it. 11. I would pay close attention to it, my friend. All right? Has taken a bit of smack, but starting to show traction for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 months. All right, so hopefully we can actually see that coming into play. All right, come on, Bitcoin, what you got? Where are we at? Look at that strong monthly candle. Can't even get above it. That'll be the perfect M formation. Could you imagine? All right, then, Bitcoin. Let's get our charts ready, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to move now, or is it going to move when I finish the live? Where are we at with the charts? Okay, so 521 of you have only liked the stream. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the love? I'm about to spit some flavor to you and breaking down the bid and ask relationship just to help you understand what's going on. 2,000 likes will be the target for today's live stream. And of course, if you are going to leave the live, make sure you subscribe on the way out and tune into tonight's live stream as well. And you can get access to that by hitting the notification bell as usual. And remember, we have a 20% discount off the Traders Reality website for the Platinum members, okay? Platinum members get trade setups every day. We've had success on the setup so far, so good in this morning's plays. Gold absolutely ripped it for us, if I'm correct. Yeah, gold hits its target like no tomorrow. And we're waiting for cryptocurrency targets to come into play. But you can take advantage of 20% off your first month by using the code BULLRUN at the checkout, okay? It's in the description of this video and live, and it's pinned to the top of the chat. So get yourself over to tradersreality.com. Okay, now, let's have a look at what we've got going off over here. Ethereum starting to pull back. I'm not liking this. But then here we go. So this is the logic here about what reason do I have to get rid of my trade, all right? I'm leaving money behind right now, okay? It was at 15.5, whatever it was, okay? So I'm looking at it from this point of view. That's a 15-minute time frame. Let's just go over to Ethereum right now. Go on to the smaller time frames to understand where I can expect them to make an initial reaction, all right? So what have I got? I have got right now in front of me, I'm taking the block principle, because Ethereum's not at all-time highs just yet, all right? Which is pretty interesting, but I do believe that the failure of this red vector candle to break prices down could be giving me a clue that it's going to try and work its way back up, okay? There's interest in this range, but I'm splitting the range up into vectors. So here is one support zone that I can tolerate. Here is another area that I want to see them actually clear, okay? So these are my price points for Ethereum. I'm waiting for reactions. This is a 5-minute time frame because this is what the strategy is originally based on, okay? For me to see Ethereum continue higher and me to validate the reason why I don't want to close my trade, I need to see Ethereum break out from this range and continue. So this is my range. The longer they spend inside of here and hold, the more conviction I am getting that they're getting ready to break higher. The fact that the red vector candle came into play but did not bring prices below the 50 EMA tells me that there is momentum in the move to sustain a higher move to the upside. I want to pay close attention to this 3,760 because if they break that, then they're more than likely going to try and test the EMA fully at this point. Why? Because that's where retail traders have placed their stops. That's where retail trader could be placing other orders. So I've got to give the move a chance to fulfill that. I've also got to say to myself, how likely are the bids going to start doing the business? So I need to get up Ethereum, have a look at Ethereum's bids. Here we go. Look, Ethereum is all the way away from its VWAP. That is scary because that means it can come all the way down to 3,700. It can actually do that today, okay? But we're seeing this trend away from the VWAP. All right, and this was last night's session. So they've marked up, they've come down, they've marked up, they've come down, they've marked away from it. So we could assume that there is a trend on the VWAP with Ethereum, but we want to see them try and hold out this zone at 3,754. They break that, then they're going to eat the imbalances, and then they'll be getting closer and closer to the daily VWAP and the point of control. So we really need to see the bids coming into play to sustain Ethereum, to start marking prices up and get the offers triggered to start selling. That's the same story that we need to see with Bitcoin. So where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's holding out right now. So where are we at with Ethereum? There's Ethereum right there. See, it's starting to pull back. All right. And this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin wants to try and do it. Here we go. We've got some offers coming in. We've had some relatively decent bids coming into play. Oh, Bitcoin's trying to move up. Okay, Bitcoin wants to move up, but don't get too excited. It's not that much of a big move. Okay. So we just really need to see if they can actually sustain this area here. And we change that. Then we go over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin minus 1.19%. And look, it's pulling back, man. It's just so despicable. But then again, we've got news announcements in the next 25 minutes. So they could be holding out. Luna's just doing some wild behavior right now, up nearly 75%. Luna C up 35%. HBAR is 5% up. And we've also got XRP, whatever. Solana playing sideways games with us. All right, so they may not be done with the meme coin so far, so good. I mean, if we go over to X right now, what have we got? ETH ETF starting to roll out now. What's going on here? Can tell you right now who wants the ETF more than Bitcoin ETF. E-supply is deflated by, okay. It's fallen by 50%. Crypto Twitter doesn't believe in the flippening. Okay, we've seen some movement here, guys. Hold on. See that big move on Bitcoin? I just saw that on EXO Charts. Just gone and swept down low. Here we go. Critical 50 EMA point. Ethereum still holding out. They've been doing this all bloody day yesterday. I cannot believe how they look. Bids 50. Look, VWAP right there for Bitcoin. This is very important. 44% on the offer side have just started to come into play. So just wait for that. Here we go. Let me just get rid of this. Okay. Unsubscribe to that. There we are. All right, then. So Bitcoin right now is at the VWAP on the Bookmap. Okay. It's come down. So bids have just been absorbed. All right. That's good news. So someone just stepped in to buy. That's what we want to see. Got Bitcoin right here. Look how they've come down, man. Look close towards that VWAP right there and instantly reversed away from it. Here, the offers are starting to come into play. So we could be finding our feet here, but we just got to make sure that it actually does pull the flavor. All right, we need to start seeing the offers. You see that up there? It says minus 15%. That turns red. That means it's imbalances to the offers. So prices should be going higher. Checking out Sol, Pamper Lips. Yeah, we'll have a look at Sol. I just looked at Sol. Here we go. Well, there you go. Sol, on its way. So they're buying their meme coins, ladies and gentlemen. Sol is about to pull a very interesting trigger move. Okay, 3 hits to the daily open without actually testing it. They break the daily open, then we're going to see some good movement to the upside by Solana. Meme coins are going to be all over the place, and we're probably going to see Pepe coin going absolutely crazy. SHIB has been going wild. Let me just show you Shiba. Shiba Inu, where we at? Like, this thing. What on earth is going on there? Like, really? Come on. That is madness. For SHIB. And SHIB brings volume as well. Don't get it twisted. SHIB does bring the volume. So that's what we're really looking for. Okay? So, yeah, keep an eye out on Solana with that daily open. They can't break that daily open, then we've got ourselves a bit of a problem. 7-hour time frame showing 2 stopping volume candles. And this is the beauty about the vector candles. I've got so many time frames up there, and people are like, why on earth would you go through all those time frames? Because each time frame represents a different change in the characteristic of the candlestick. If I go to the 6-hour chart, I can see right now that I have got, how many? Is it 2 vectors here? Here we go. 1 vector with a red and green, green and red candle formation, ladies and gentlemen. But it is at the high, so this really will need to break up. And if it does break this, this is going to be a wild move from Bitcoin. They can recover this whole red vector candle. Just keep an eye on this. But look, I can see there's a red vector there, but nothing there. But I know on the 7-hour time frame, it's a blue vector candle. So it gives me a better makeup of the range itself. What's really happened in that zone, okay? It's harder for me to say maybe they could actually go up and recover this full vector and continue higher because this candlestick doesn't really give me anything. Some guys will say it as topping tops or whatever, spinning tops and what have you. There's rejections. They don't want the highs. They don't want the lows. They want the lows. That's why they're sweeping lower and coming back up. This is a trend upwards, ladies and gentlemen. They're bidding in and then lifting the ask. They're marking it higher. All right, so it's good news Bitcoin hasn't taken the all-time high because they're giving us more information about how likely they're going to break up even higher, because of the orders that are being picked up inside this range. Now, the 7-hour time frame says to me and confirms that to me, because I know these are 2 stopping volume candles. That means they've been marking prices lower, trapping retail traders short, making everyone think Bitcoin's going to collapse. And guess what? It'll probably collapse when I finish the live, because that's just the luck of the draw. But I'm joking. But as an example, 2 stopping volume candles tell me that they're getting ready to mark prices higher. They've gone and bidded out price, recovery of the vector candles, midpoint of the vectors, yippee-ki-yay to the upside. You can simplify your trading or you can overcomplicate it just by understanding the nature of these candlesticks. Okay? Going into smaller time frames, 4-hour chart, what we got? Nice block right here. So as a holder, I want to know if I should be DCAing inside of this range. I DCA until I see price getting ready to break away from this point. DCA as much as you want inside that zone. If Bitcoin stays inside of this range for the next 2 weeks and does this, You, as a DCA guy, should be loading up on the logic that is getting ready to break out. Breaks out, you sell. That's the approach, the 2020-2040 region strategy, okay? Those of you that are new, that don't know the 2020-2040 strategy, please go and watch last night's live stream, okay? It will talk you through the whole thing to get you to understand how to really distribute the game of DCA, in my opinion, okay? Well, in the opinion of hedge fund managers, okay? All right, then. So let's get into smaller time frames, understand what we've got going off on Bitcoin right now. Here we go. So this is very good for us. We've got this nice bit of flavor. I think they're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, and it always happens when I leave the live. We've got news coming out, which is at 3 p.m., and yeah, they've come down on the dollar. Euro is starting to work its way back up. Gold is so up right now. I'm waiting just for that break. Come on, BTC. Come on, BTC. Give me something. Here we go. We're coming back up. All right, that's good news. Daily open up there for the market, for Bitcoin right there. Come on, hit that daily open. I'll be happier. I'll be very happy if Bitcoin can actually clear that daily open. That'll be yippee-ki-yay to the upside. Here we go. Offers are in, minus 34%. So we want to see that turn into a vector candle to prove that they're moving away by the principle of the block. Remember what we said about the blocks? You want to see blocks coming into play? There's a block right there, 5-minute time frame. You want to see that breaking in the block, okay? That's an example of a trade. Here we go. Come on. Are we okay, chat? Stay on and moderate the all-time high for us. 830 people want me to moderate, or 2,275 people. Like the stream, man. It costs you nothing, ladies and gentlemen, but it helps us in the algorithm just to spread the word of this flavor, but more importantly, this shirt. Come on, man. You like the shirt. I hope you like the shirt. Sol's moving. Supply shock on exchanges soon. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about this. Here we go. Offers imbalanced. Do you see that at the top right there? Look at this figure. As long as it stays red, that tells me that the offers are coming in, so they're selling Bitcoin. So they're marking it up, okay? Look, guys, if Bitcoin can't even get above its daily open, this will be a very poor effort from it. I really need to have a drink. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that was so good. A little bit of coffee. Happy days. All right, then. Push the button. Shall I push the button? Okay. No. Switch it off. They're not ready yet. They're not ready. No. They're not ready yet, dude. No. They're not ready. Now they're ready. There's your green vector candle break on the principle of the block. Okay? The logic says that we should now see it going higher from this point. It frustrates the life out of me, ladies and gentlemen. Where did you get your invisible cloak? Call of Duty, man. They sent it out to me. They didn't really, man. Just bought it from a shop, man. You know, some of the stuff, right? Some of the stuff, I do not spill anything. No. 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 There we go. This is the proof. Imbalance, minus 28%, 30%. That's good. That tells me the order imbalance is offering out. They're selling. This is a seller's market. And those of you sat there thinking, what's he all about selling, man? You buy it. No. They're selling it. They did the buying this morning and last night. They finished it with the stopping volume candle right there. These two BS moves right here, and that's stopping volume beauty right there. Okay? This is where you catch the 40% of the portfolio in the 2020-2040 move. It's about waiting for these things. They do happen. Okay? Look at that. Beautiful. Daily open. Green vector. Block trade principle. Beautiful. Now go. Go. Imbalance. 34%. 40% on the offers. They're selling. Some people are just coming to try and buy again. All right? Be very careful. Here we go. What time is it? Markets, 15 minutes. You have every reason to do it today, bro. Get these glasses, man. No, I need them back on. That's really hurting my eyes. Sorry. Come on. Keep going. Come on, Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to see history coming into play right now. Offers coming in, 69,433 offers. Just please take it. It has every reason to take it, even before the news that comes out in 15 minutes, which is really a bit of a dead news announcement, in my opinion. It's only the ISM Manufacturing Index, which they're projecting to come in a little bit lower from last month. But come on, Bitcoin, man. Do your duty. You waited all night. 0.73% from last night. Do it. Daily open. We need to see it break from this point, ladies and gentlemen. High average weekly range could be in sight if they can sustain it, man. Red vector straight away. No, for goodness. I knew that was a bit of a glitch there. 435 Bitcoin orders at the top right there. Okay? So we know there's about, there's just shy of around 35, 40 million orders at that point right there. 439 Bitcoin, about 30, 40 million up there. Okay? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Look how close it is. Do it, man. Come on. I don't want to change the chart. Welcome, King O King. Welcome. Anyone that is new to the channel, check out the Traders Reality website. We have got a 20% discount on the Platinum membership. Free for 20% off the first month. And we talk about these structured plays that I just provided for you on a day-to-day basis with setup. Sorry, I mean, that was the worst pitch on earth. I'm just too engrossed in all of this. I'm looking for a critical area for Bitcoin to move. Right, it's not going to do it just yet. Offers are coming in. Okay, yep. Use the Bull Run code to get 20% off the Traders Reality membership. Here we go. Look at EXO. It's going. $317 Bitcoin orders above 69,200. They break the all-time high. It has to flush, for God's sake. Sorry. But it looks like they're not going to do it just yet. Shall I get off the live? Because they usually do it when I'm not on the live. Shall we get off? Where are we at across the board here? Ethereum. Doing her thing, but not really breaking up just yet. Solana. Yippee-ki-yay to the upside. MATIC. Sad. Sad, that is. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Do it. Again, vector candle. This is something that you can accept as well. You can accept the vector candle recovery. Look. Here. Not really any bids. Not that many bids. Offers there, 143 offers, 127 bids right there. Yeah, they may not be interested. What the market's doing here is it's like, okay, you want to be buying Bitcoin? Yeah, let me just go down a little bit. Let me just push it down a little bit. Let me have a look. What's down there? Hey, we got a couple of guys that have got a few limit orders. All right, quickly go and get them. Bang, sweep, come back up again. All right, that's what this is. They're going down, sweep. Can we grab any real interest? No, it's not really happening down there. All right, what we got above? Well, we got that 49 million at 70K. All right, cool. We'll give it a bit of time before we actually go there. Let's see what we can get at 69,000. All right, let's get the book and try and understand if they can actually load up on the book or what we got at the book. All right, 69,000. We've got 472 Bitcoin orders up there. Okay, cool. Let's just pick up what we can from this area that we're in right now and then start triggering the interest to start marking it higher. Okay, this is the algorithm. Okay, it's searching for where can they really grab the interest. Again, no different to you going into a nightclub and you want to pick yourself, find yourself a woman. Okay, you want to find someone to dance with, for example. You look to the left, you see a group of women that aren't really cutting the flavor. You go to the right and you see another group of women that are cutting the flavor. And then in the middle is the dance floor. So you're effectively going to start working your way over to that point. But if you start seeing these women breaking up a little bit and dispersing away, then you'll be like, nah, I'm not too keen on that. I might go over here where there's more. Okay? So you go over to the area where it's more, and then you think, yeah, I'll grab myself one. Happy days, you caught something, and then the rest of them follow. That's exactly what's going on in this area. The market will move to an area where they think, okay, let me just grab some more of that, lots of it, because it's going to create a cause and effect relation. Okay? This is an auction place. How many people are there like, yo, I want to buy, I want to buy? And how many people are there, I want to sell, I want to sell, I want to sell? Well, how many people are quickly fill an order, get it filled because we can anticipate the going up because someone's up there that wants to sell. I want my order to be there when it's selling so I can guarantee a fill. Earlier on, we spoke about the parent orders and child orders. That's what's going on right now in the market. And that's why you end up seeing price moving away from the VWAP, moving from a moving average, moving from a previous high, previous low, because that auction place is happening. And you're seeing it happening right now in real time. 69, we're justifying 69 right now. Miners are selling. We've got the statistics over there. Look, they're selling. We know miners are selling, so we're all good over there. So now we just want to try and justify how long it's going to take Bitcoin to just clear that range. And when it does, it's going to be wild. It really is. And I'm speaking pretty fast here, ladies and gentlemen, but if I can use analogies to help you understand it, then happy days. Because then when you spend enough time looking at it, you then say to yourself, yeah, I kind of get it. Mate, like, give me a few more hours or so every day. Like, what have I got here? I've got some bids. Okay, so I've got interest here. They're buying up as it's going higher, trying to grab some more orders at the lowest point in the highest range. And off you go. Oh, lots of offers coming in. So we're hitting into an area where there's people willing to sell. Well, the market has to pull back and pull those bids so that those bids can trigger offers because they're going to buy at the lowest, sell it at the highest. That's what we're looking for right now. Honestly, like really now. 8 minutes until it all is decided. Please, bruv. Bidding out blue vector. Oh, I hate that blue vector. What's the next level once 70K is taken? I'm looking at 72. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Just do it, bruv. Just do it. Just do it. They can pull back. Here, you know. This candle's got 8 minutes to prove its worth. And they can pull back. Look at that. 65, okay, not that much. But we're starting to see a cluster of offers coming in. They really need to hold out. Remember, the market will come back down to go back up, to grab the interest from the bids, to entice them to sell higher again. Not many bids coming in there. That's okay. We're good with that. I know you can't really see it with my head and what have you. I'll just move it ever so slightly there. Move Bitcoin's price right here. Move that there. Happy days. Happy days. Are we good? All right, offers coming in. We've got a cluster of offers at 69. 387, 390 Bitcoin orders. So it was previously 434, but now it looks like they might have moved it to close up higher. So they could project higher movement. Come on, BTC, man. Just give us that all-time high, my bro. Come on. Ethereum is just wonderfully going mad to the upside. We'll have a look at that position in a second. Oh, it reversed from 68,666. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for that. Break it, please. Here we go. Honestly, that is I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Honestly, man. You've got this power to make this move. It will do it, but it's just I'm waiting for it to be done in one instance because that one instance will then create an influx. I'm talking an influx of movement. And this vector candle that is a blue vector will turn into a beautiful green vector that is longer than it'll just be it will cover the screen. It will just go straight up. That push there, see that? On the candlestick. That little pull back down, straight back in. Someone stepped in, like, oh, hold on, let me bid out. Let me get some bids. Let me buy some more Bitcoin here. Mark it back up. There is interest higher. So let's see if they can do it. I mean, they have not stopped going up. Oh. I hope you're enjoying this. Tina, I've been holding my peace for 2 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, please, come on, Bitcoin, just Do it, man. It's very frustrating to witness this. But what you're learning, I hope, is the relationship of what's going on with regards to EXO charts right here, understanding the ebb and flow of why is it not going up? Because look, you can see there's offers coming in, but there's bids at the same time. Look, who's bidding 137 up there? Okay, that could be I'm quickly getting in a bid because I believe it could be going up higher, but the offers are coming in. There's your green vector. I'd say that Bitcoin clears the all-time high. We finish at 69,600. That's what I want to see it doing. Break 69, it goes to 69.6. That's what I think it will do. If I think this candlestick is going to do what I think it's going to do. There she goes. 69.6, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to make history. 445 Bitcoin, 69,000. 436 Bitcoin at 69,000. It's getting red. There's a big player up there that wants to sell. 189 on the offers. Imbalance to minus 47% on the offers, 53%, minus 53%, which tells me they are selling aggressively. It's going. It's going. $200. $200 away from all-time high. You're not doing it. Seriously, Bitcoin. I will quit. I will stop streaming. I will be done with this. You can't break 69 right now. I'm serious. Turn into that vector. Show them. Show them the vector. Do it. Wow. Honestly, man, this is laughable. This is laughable. Look at that trickery right there. Straight back down. No bids are coming in. The market's hunting for bids. If you can't find it, going back up, man. Go back up. That's what's going on here. Okay? That's the relationship of the bid and the ask. They can't find value. They will force it into an area. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. $200 away. That is just disgusting. Any bids? 67 bids, 103 over there, 129 over there. News announcements could be putting it into perspective as well. Okay, now we got a bit more of a promise. 540 Bitcoin orders at 69,000. So they're loading up 509 Bitcoin, 516 Bitcoin orders up there, 522 coming in at 69,000. There is a cluster of orders all the way up there. They flush this, it's gone. Please hit the all-time high. I'm starving and I want to have a drink. Sam, I need a drink, bro. That's my brother-in-law. Please. I'm still live. Bitcoin's just struggling to hit 69K. So I've just got to wait and see. It could be a bit of a long live. The second it hits 69, I'm out. Thank you. 514 Bitcoin orders at 69. Get rid of that 525 Bitcoin order. Get rid of it. Sell it higher. Slowly. Okay, CC now is pulling off the order at 505 right there. So he's taken 20 off-ish. Dude, why are you adding up again? Bros, kill the trade. Why is he not taking the orders off? Well, seeing as Bitcoin's taking absolutely forever, I've got to add a little bit of some comedy here because he's just taking forever to just take the all-time high. News announcements are out in the next 2 minutes. That could be the reason for it. Just trying to entertain you all. This is... The Oscar performance is to Bitcoin for this is a joke. This is a joke, man. This thing is depressing me. Come on, Bitcoin. Show them. Look, bids coming in again. So look, not many bids are here. The market just has to say, you know what? Let's just go and hit the offers. That's where the interest is at. Go. Just do it, man. Please. News announcements should take it to 69. Here we go. This is 69 up here, ladies and gentlemen, on EXO charts. We'll just mark off the 69. Look at that. Look how close we are to 69, man. That is joke. Discuss. There you go. Nice one, Sam. So he's got rid of 200 Bitcoin orders up there. So just in case we do need to sell a few more. So he's got rid of those happy days. Some of the anyway. Okay. Okay, so look, guys, now jokes aside, all right? Look, see, now this is interesting. They're starting to pull offers, all right? It's now 299. Big order come in. Look at that. That's a big player. The market will always magnetize to an area where it can get the interest because it doesn't know that if it does go there, it could bring more or it could encourage less. That's what this up and down business is. This is beautiful, right? Jokes aside, but this is brilliant for Bitcoin right now to suggest the idea of them going higher. It's taking a little longer, but we're waiting for the news announcements, which will be out in 5 seconds' time. It's either going to break above it, and the news is bad. It will break above it to only come back down, okay? Here we go. Here's the proof of the move. Has it turned out well for the dollar? Oops. Euro's up. That's good news. Euro's up. That's good news. Ethereum's up like crazy. Bitcoin's onto its all-time high right now. Here we go. Come on, man. Just do it. Bids. Huge amount of bids there. 87. Controlled. They were offering out there. Bids there. 302 on the offers. We really need to see them load up again at 69. Euro's up. That's bad news for the dollar. Gold is up 1%. Tesla's down. Nasdaq down. Bitcoin has to move. Has to do it. Look how close we are to all-time high. Do it. There it is. Yes, there it is. It's coming. Sit tight. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, look at that. It's coming. It's going to do it. That activity there is rough. You know, someone's loading up offers right now, getting smacked. They want to hit those offers. No bids. Offers out. Ciao, ciao. All-time high in the making. If it doesn't hit, then that's it. It's done. Honestly, it is all-time high worthy. Just do it, Bitcoin. Do it. 330 Bitcoin orders at the 69. It's so close. The bids are there for it. So Ethereum has just gone. Bitcoin has to. Here we go. That transacted very quick. Bids are coming again. Ladies and gentlemen, look how close we are to it, man. Please, just do it. I want to get something to eat. Come on. The bids are the offers, 200 on the offer, 243. It's going to lead to a move. And it'll be a nice move as well. They're selling aggressively into it. No bids, look. No one's there. It's all the offers. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bang, all-time high achieved, ladies and gentlemen. This now has to turn into a vector. Come on. It's hit the 69 up there. 69. There's a bit of a delay over here, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We hit 69, all-time high Bitcoin with a piss-poor performance. So far, so good. Okay, it really needs to do it. Ethereum is doing okay right now. We'll look at that in a second. Have a look at that. Bitcoin turning to a vector candle and just give me what we want. We're at 69. Look, hitting that 69. Come on. Oh, it hit it, ladies and gentlemen. We hit the all-time high, but we need that move. 69,600 is what we want. 69.6. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves and you are liking the stream. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. It's a happy time, man. It's a good time for cryptocurrency. All right, here we go. Is this the candle that we're looking for? Vector candle should be coming into play. It needs to be building up of offers. Quick rejection from there. Is it going to encourage people to start buying, to sell in again? Vector, come on. Make the move, make the move. Make the move. Coming away from the all-time high. Is my trading view busted or something? Like, come on. It's at 60. Turn into a vector. Come on. We're waiting for that move. Come on. The pressure's there. Go. Wonderful. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. It's mad that it's at 69,250 and this is Binance, okay? And it's not even done it yet. There's your vector, 69,000. Happy days. Should be going. Have I got a bit of arbitrage here? Am I seeing something? Or is trading view, not arbitrage, but trading view doing things a little bit backwards? It's 68,939, but Bitcoin went to 69,350. We wanted 69,600. Imagine if it goes to that 350 zone. Could you imagine if it actually does go up to that point from now? That'd be crazy. That is wild. They did it, ladies and gentlemen. Ethereum, where's it at? Let's have a look. Awesome. All right, then. So we are currently sat nicely with a good little nice 16K gain, 2,700. I want to get rid of this trade right now. No, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to set my stop inside of this zone because it could get a bit busy. Could get busy. Yeah, you know what? Get out of it. I'm done. Get out. Flash, close that. Finished. There you go. Done. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. Cool. That's me done. Hit the all-time high Bitcoin. Look at that for a trickery move right there. Made over 40K with the hybrid in 4 months. Here's your Cuttino. Mad love, health, wealth. Happy days. Happy days to you, health, wealth. Don't know your name, but happy days and God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mad love, guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are new to the hybrid system, get to tradersreality.com. All right? That's where you'll learn about the hybrid system. You can become a member. You get 20% off the platinum membership for the first month. That is disgusting. You use the Bull Run code, Bull Run in the checkout to get the 20% discount. It's pinned to the top of this chat and in the description of this video. That is despicable how it's hit its all-time high and rejected quite aggressively, but this is consistent with another move, potentially back up. It didn't do what we wanted it to do, but they hit the 69 and they've reversed from it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, on the way out, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell because tonight will be very, very interesting, all right? Take care of yourselves, gang. Mad love and respect. All-time high. Peace.